Welcome back class, MSc second year, subject of Restoration Ecology and Watershed Management. Now we are discussing the second chapter, that is Application of Eco-Restoration. Under that topic is restoration of urban ecosystem like river or the water bodies. Restoration of urban river banks means people have traditionally settled next to river and estuaries. Over time, this has transformed the natural environment into the town, cities, and ports we see today. Urbanization comes at a cost to rivers, likely they have been heavily degraded to enable development, carry waste, supply drinking water, and facilitate transport and industries. In that, urbanization affect a river in many ways. In that, first point is particular issue in urban areas or the urban rivers. First one is physical structure. Second, water quality. Third one, ability to support wildlife. Next, geomorphology. Then water quantity. And the last one is invasive species. So discuss one by one. First one is physical structure. Physical structure in that artificial walls replace reed beds and natural river bank, or in many cases the river is hidden underground. Water quality. Increase runoff from impervious surfaces such as road, roof and the gardens, and contaminant from industry discharges degraded water quality. The ability to support wildlife, natural corridors, riparian zones and in-channel habitats are lost. Removal of riparian vegetation reduce organic inputs, habitat complexity, increase riverine temperature and reduces bank stability. Then geomorphology. Urban river lack the spaces to erode their bank and deposit sediments or connect to their floodplains, which lead to altered morphology. Bridges, pipes and other infrastructure alter the width and depth of river, and their courses are changed by straightening and bypassing. Then water quantity. Decrease flow and reduce groundwater levels through abstraction and increase flow from surface runoff, increase frequency of flood and reduce infiltration. Invasive species. Urban areas often suffer from introduced non-native species that become dominant and cause damage to the environment. These stresses make river lake resilient to the effect of climate change. Current modeling for much of the Europe predict that winter rainfall will be more intense, leading to increased flooding, and that summer rainfall will decrease with an increasing in very hot summer days, leading to reduced water level, making communities are less able to deal with the uncertain climate. Next point in that, river in urban settings. The term urban rivers can make one think that these rivers have always flowed through town or cities, or that they were built to flow through urban centers for transport. But long before human settlement, these rivers could have been more dynamic and flow more naturally across the landscape without the limitations of concentrated banks and culverts. Humans have settled next to and altered rivers since medieval times to use the resources as potable water, to power mills for transportation and waste disposal. In urban areas, rivers continue to be channelized to accommodate for development and flood prevention. As human contribution have expanded, rivers at their centers have come under more pressure and lost the ability to function naturally. Next is issues in urban rivers. So first issue, channelization, artificial banks, bed and degraded, water quality degradation, removal of riparian vegetation, low flows and increased flood frequency, and invasive species. Impact on river and urban areas are varied and plenty. Once the issue have been identified, and then can begin to plan river restoration project to alternative some of this impact. So first is alternative for channelization, artificial bank bed and degrading. Physical structure of the river is altered, natural movement of its course is prevented, floodplain connection lost and natural habitat is removed, meaning aquatic life cannot be supported. Then water quality degradation. Impervious urban surfaces increase runoff directly entering a river, which can contain contaminants from roads, degraded the water quality. Severe and industrial discharge plus misconnected domestic plumbing system regularly degraded water quality further. Removal of riparian vegetation. A lack of bankside trees increase river temperature, that is reduce shadings, and in some cases reduces bank stability, habitat variety, and in stream woody debris, which is good habitat and a nutrient source. These are the woody debris. Next is low flow and increased flood frequency. Over abstraction and increased surface runoff in urban areas reduces low flows within a river but increase the flood frequency and response time when there is heavy rainfall. And the last one is invasive species. Cities are hubs in global transportation network, so urban rivers are particularly vulnerable to invasive non-native species introductions. Many damage the natural environment and outcome native species. Next point in that, restoring urban rivers means how to restore the urban rivers. So first point in that, sustainable drainage system. Second one is habitat, and third one is local communities. The management of urban rivers, which previously involved diverting them through drains, has been changing in recent decades, with focus shifting towards working with natural processes. Attitudes have changed from using hard engineering technique to prevent movement to softer approaches and reconnecting rivers to their floodplains. In urban areas, the potential for river restoration is limited by constraints such as the need for flood protection. Restoration, therefore, has to be innovative and unique to specific conditions with the aim of mimicking natural processes as much as possible without increasing flood risk. So, in that first one is sustainable drainage system. Sustainable drainage system in that hard surfaces prevent water from naturally draining through the soil, resulting in increased flood, erosion, pollution, and decreased habitat. Returning flows to a more natural state by reducing runoff from impervious surfaces is the simplest method of impervious river. Sustainable urban drainage and green roof are long-term approaches to managing surfaces and groundwater by reducing the rate and the volume of runoff. They are extremely effective in new development and preventing further degradation of urban waters. They can also benefit existing urban water courses through retrofitting. Second one is habitat. Simply removing hard riverbank to increase riparian vegetation and habitat complexity can improve urban river and offer socio-economic enhance as well as even where these rates are not reduced. Riparian plants can cool river, stabilize bank and offer shade to fish and animals. Hard surfaces in urban areas can limit the amount of riparian planting, but even small amount of highly degraded sites can significantly improve biodiversity. Introducing gravel substrate in highly constrained locations can provide important linkages for wildlife moving between open space and more natural areas. And the last point, that is local communities. More than 50% of people in the world now live in cities and more than 75% live near a river. Rivers are increasingly valued as part of the urban environment rather than simply a means for removing wastewater and rubbish. Successful urban river restoration is much about establishing trust with local people as it is about improving flows and habitat. By informing people about the social and economic benefits of urban river restoration as well as the ecological advantages, it is more likely that practitioners can include local priorities within a successful project. Due to cost and limited spaces, it can be challenging to undertake larger restoration projects in urban areas. However, even at smaller scale, making use of sites that are available restoration can have a positive effects. And the last point, benefit of urban river restoration. In that, various benefits like drinking water, food regulation, carbon storage and climate regulation, water purification, nutrient cycling, cultural inspiration and well-being, and the tourism and recreation. Urban redevelopment is an opportunity to revitalize river and offers a variety of ecological and social and economic benefits. Improve food management using more natural processes, reduce likelihood of negative impact caused by climate change through increased ecosystem resilience, reconnecting people to the natural environment through urban regeneration, better access for recreation and improve well-being, enhance habitat for wildlife, raising awareness of natural spaces in urban areas, encouraging people to engage with nature, improving physical and mental well-being, improve access and safe use of river environment for recreation and socio-economic activities, improving urban resilience to the effect of climate change by improved water management. All these are the benefits of urban river restorations. Thank you.